Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another I don't know why I'm saying extra, another video of VLR, or Virtue's Last Reward, or Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Last episode, we basically broke through a lock by random chance on this particular part of the path, this one right here. And, yeah, we're at a point where we're trying to convince Clover that Alice committed suicide, and she did. Because we've seen it in the other branching paths where Alice was dead because she killed herself, but we also tried to save her, and we did save her because we had to rewind time a little bit to kind of get to the point where we can save Alice. But I think that resulted in sorry, I'm trying to get to it. We resulted into another lock, I believe. Right, yeah, this one right here. This particular lock was Alice getting herself killed, but then we saved her, and then the branching path got stuck again in this particular path, so we couldn't progress further from that point. But anyways, let's continue and let's see where this takes us, because I thought it was going to end right then and there, but it just chose to keep going. So now we have a hidden extra path, or hidden extra length of path that's like gonna show up after this point, I think. She probably didn't have a reason. She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her. I am. I do. I have proof. There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me. It would have been in the safe. Fi, can you? I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look? Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. There it was. The journal. Fi turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back up at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise. Oh, maybe because her other parallel self has not reached there, I think. Page 216. Turn to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Fi's frown deepened, but she did it as I'd suggest. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion. Oh, my bad. Skipped it by accident. It's because I saw it in the other path. Actually, I think you need to go through two different branches. One of them was the path when you found the journal with Fi, I think. And the other path was seeing Alice commit suicide, I think. So it's a combination of two different paths put into one in this part. So knowing that Alice has been through this before, as well as having to find out that journal was actually giving us an answer to the Radical 6, gives us a more renewed path, I guess. I just knew. Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Right? After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Five began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. Okay, so I'm gonna pretend like I'm reading it off like Phi, I guess. Just normal reading, I guess. Radical 6 reduces the processing speed of the brain by a factor of the root of 1/6. One of the symptoms of Radical 6 infection is an overwhelming urge to commit suicide. Also, we've already read this before because the reason why we know this page exists is because Phi randomly opened it and found that page and then read it to us in the other path. So, I mean, we already read this, but rereading it is fine because since I haven't heard it in a long while, so. Research has shown that it would probably respond to the right sort of antiviral medication, but no one has been able to develop one yet. Nearby towns are filled with corpses of people who took their own lives. The uninfected have only barely managed to survive and have been sent into the underground shelters supervised by the government.
ああ、神よ。願わくば。彼らの未来に光のあらんことを。
Huh? Phi shut the journal. Phi shut the journal with a soft slap. Sorry, I got distracted by the water. I was like, I think I swallowed something, but I can't tell. It's like, oh, you drink something without looking? What? Anyways, a sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article that recording the conversation with Tenmyoji. And now, this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. Sob. All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated, and she collapsed to the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments, the only sound in the room was Clover's sob. Is this the end? Now what?
Oi, mazizo.
Okay, I'm just trying to predict what it is. We're almost out of time, and we need to get to the white door. That's my problem, I think.
そろそろ白の第一扉が開放される時間だ。
I was right. So that means that this is the path that goes to one of the 3 white doors, then. That's interesting. So that means we're going to be going through a white door through, like, in normal means for once. Interesting. 10 minutes, wow. Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
悪いが、アリスのバングル拾わせてもらうからな。
Oh.
こいつがないと俺とファイは白の第二扉を開くことができない。
Ah, I see. So he's paired up with Alice's bracelet.
アリスのバングルは私と同じ紫色のペアだったのか。
Yeah, that makes sense.
今さら気づいたのか。
Yeah, he looked at it first before even thinking about talking or hearing about what we had to say about it. As he spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pockets.
ところで、ルナさんのバングルの色は？
Yeah.
私は水色のペアです。
四葉さんと同じですね。すると、次の CD を開く際には、赤のそろばんである私と組むことになります。
Yeah, so that means I have Tenmyoji and Quark. So I'm carrying Quark into the other room. So this particular pairing basically solidifies Tenmyoji's ending, basically. This actually pushes it for Tenmyoji to have an ending in this path, because it makes sense a lot more, because he is paired with me now. This is the 3rd time he's paired with me, and this time it seems like we can trust each other for once, considering that this is the ally path with him, so...
そうみたいですね。四葉さん、行きましょう。生き残ることもアリスさんのためですよ。
True. Alice's mission said, you need to get out of here to get some help.
この場に留まり続けていても、アリスさんの無念を晴らすことはできません。ですから。わかったよ。アリス、この事件の真相、必ず突き止めてみせるからね。
I don't think she'll ever.
ゼロボスの正体も、アリスさんのためですよ。
I don't think she'll ever. ゼロボスの正体も、アリスさんのためですよ。 True.
アリスさんの無念を晴らすことはできません。ですから。わかったよ。アリス、この事件の真相、必ず突き止めてみせるからね。
I don't think she'll ever.
暴いてみせる。だって、そもそもこの施設に閉じ込められなければ、アリスがこんな風になることはなかったはずで。ってことは、要するに、ゼロボスがアリスを殺したのも同然で、だから私、絶対に、待っててね。アリス。
Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across the cheeks. Then, with a determined frown, she strode out of the room.
さあ、時間がない。私たちも行こう。
お前さんたちは先に B 階の倉庫へと向かってくれ。わしとシグマは医務室に寄ってから後を追う。
Oh, right. Quark's got the yellow bracelet. Which makes him your partner, right?
そうじゃ。わしのパートナーということになる。
Without him, we'd end up in the AB room. Okay, let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we've picked up Quark.
では、行きましょう。
Alright. Bing, 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 bing. Infirmary we go. I'm wondering if it's gonna get... I'm wondering if it will turn into that situation where, in one of the other paths, Temyoji and Clover got handcuffed to the sink in the infirmary.
クオーク
Oh, he got up. That's interesting. Yeah, Temyoji and Clover got handcuffed by the sink, and then we were forced to... They were forced to get stuck, and they couldn't go to the white door, and they proceeded to die before the white door, before getting to the white door. So the assumption is that Quark and the other two died because of the fact that they couldn't make it to the white door. So there might have been a reason, but we're not too sure how that went about the way that it did in that one path. But we'll see what happens if this replicates that sort of path. If not, then I don't know.
目を覚ましたのか。
ついさっき起きたとこ。
I'm so surprised that Quark is alive. And, well, after so long... It's been so long, because every other path so far, Quark has already been, like, down for the count for, like, the longest time. And it's really confusing just to see him like this again.
ねえ、他のみんなはどこ？
クオーク。
Oh dear. Temyoji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid Quark would disappear in a puff of smoke the moment he was touched. When Quark proved to indeed be corporal, Temyoji let out a cry and threw his arms around him. Oh.
どうしたの？
The first time we've ever seen a different scene for the first time in a while.
じっちゃん。
なんでもないんじゃ。気にするな。
でも。
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Temyoji didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief, and I could see tears twinkling down from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Temyoji deserved a few minutes. I left them alone. At last, Temyoji seemed to recover, and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
それで具合の方はどうなんじゃ？
具合って別になんともないけど、僕何かの病気にかかってるの？
Yes. I just love how he just never had the memory of what happened.
いや、そうではない。大丈夫ならそれでいいんじゃ。
Oh, this one was not red.
すまなかったな。お前をこんなことに巻き込んでしまって。
なんで謝るの？
すまん。
また謝った。
Wait, Temyoji said some suspicious line right there. He said, "I'm sorry I got you into this." Unless that's what the Japanese didn't say, and the translators just did that because they want to make it suspicious, I guess, but... Sounds like Tenryoji has something to do with Zero in this case, I guess. I've also realized that the old lady was never mentioned again after we saw her dead body, but I'm just like, how is it this lady is still dead, but we never really care to mention her ever again, like twice now, actually, in 2 different paths.
じっちゃんらしくないよ。ねえ、そんなことよりもさ、他のみんなはどこにいるの？シグマさんはさっきからそこにぬぼーっと立ち尽くしてるけど。
Why am I silly? We should probably get going. I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. I got the feeling Temyoji didn't want Quark to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was something I also left for later.
そっか。それじゃあ僕、次はじっちゃんとシグマさんと同じチームになるんだね。
そうじゃ。
それで、その白の扉っていうのはいつ
？4 minutes. Well, we've got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
まずいじゃんそれ。だったら早く行こうよ、じっちゃん、シグマさん。その B 階の倉庫ってところに案内して。
わかった。
Wait, was he not awake at the time of when they went down the elevator? Follow me. Yeah, because I feel like Quark would have been awake around the time of the elevator, I thought. But I don't know. I haven't seen the path of this part in such a long while, so I don't remember if he was awake or not during this path. But at least we got the cure, I guess, for him. Like, at least we got the cure for Quark in this round, because it gives a little bit of a different aspect. A different perspective from his end, finally, I guess. Because we barely get to have him in any of the puzzle rooms, except for, like, 1, I think. Like, we only had him for 1 of the puzzle rooms, and that was it. But every other time it's been, like, just everyone else. Yeah, everyone else in general. So wait, I had to read Quark's line now? This is gonna be the first time that I have to read Quark's line. Hey.
カラードドアが開放されました。カラードドア閉鎖まで残り5分です。
押せんだよお前ら。
Oh, shut it, Dio. I mean, you would have done the same if you were in our shoes.
一体何をってクオーク
気がついたんですね。その様子だとすっかり治ったようだな。
ああ、本当にご無事で何よりでした。
そうだね。
Clover has to say something, even though she's not as like happy due to Alice's loss.
ちょっと待ってよ。
Don't tell me he notices Alice not being here.
みんなさっきから一体何のこと言ってるの？
I looked out at every other. I looked out at the others from behind Quark and held a warning finger to shut up. Warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentary raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everyone suddenly fell silent.
What?
From Quark's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
とにかく時間がありません。早速ですが、第一扉の奥へと入りましょう。
じゃが白の扉は3枚ある。
Which team goes in which door?
今回の扉の色は3枚とも全て同じです。ですからどのチームがどこに入らなければならないという決まりは特にないのだと思います。
True.
だったらファイ。俺たちは真ん中の扉に入ろう。
I forget which one we took in the, I wish, okay, in the flow, I kind of wish they had a point to this part right here. Like we have escape here. That's the white door. I know that's the white door in this particular path. But for me, I kind of wish that they had, like, a white door symbol like this one right here. Like, these kind of colored doors. Instead of just having it white, it could have been, like, one... Like, it would have been nice to have one extra block, and it's a white door that's kind of like similar to these doors. So it would be a white door, but then there's like a lettering, like a picture letter. So for Americans, we would have like one letter. It would be L, R, or M because it would be left, right, middle, and that would distinguish the ones that we would want to know is the one we took. And then in Japanese, there are actually one letter kanji that makes sense. So it would be like hidari, migi, and chu or ju. Chu is the one, or naka, whatever. Like it's just that same kanji, and it's just one singular kanji that could help distinguish which one they took, or maybe numbers. It'd be 1, 2, 3, and then it could just be that number. I think that it would have been nicer, I guess, like to have like a distinguish of like white colored doors to kind of determine which one we went through, so we can figure out if there's more than 3 white doors. But I don't think there's more than 3 white doors in this game, or different puzzle style games in those white doors. So it's what it is, I guess.
どうして真ん中なんだ?
He felt like it.
端っこは外れくじが多い。真ん中がいいに決まってる。
その理屈には全く同意しかねるが。まあいいだろう。中央を拒む理由も特にないしな。じゃあ、私たちは左の扉へ。いいですか?
I think we went to the one on the left. That's my assumption. Is that we went to the one on the left because when we got tossed into one of them, I think. No. We went through the one in the middle, actually. We got tossed in the middle one because K was the one who threw us in there because he was just like, he knocked us both out, knocked me and knocked Sigma and Phi out, and then tossed us into the middle. And then the Dio and K went to the left one. So this is the first time we're going on the right side.
K-san, Yotsuba-san.
K and Clover only nodded. Alright, give me a second. Let me use the restroom. I'll be right back really quickly. I don't know why I have to specifically say what I'm doing, but that's what it is. I didn't use a bathroom before starting this episode, so it's on me, I guess. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's get it moving.
ならば、わしらは残った最後の扉。
右側の扉に入ることになるね。
Yep.
みんな、異論はないな。よし、それでは行こう。
Funny
カ
enough.
ラードドア閉鎖まで残り30秒です。
Mm-hmm.
急げファイ！扉が閉まるぞ！
分かっている。
Run!
私たちも行きましょう。ルナさん、四つ葉さん。
Come on, guys. There's no time to waste.
了解じゃ。
行こう。
2、1、0カラードドア閉鎖。
Yeah, when it does that, it always bothers me because it's like, I know it's trying to transition to the next flow, almost like a connective like tissue to the other thing. But all right, where are we at it? Director's office. Oh, intriguing. Yes, this room. We went to this room and got stuck because we had a computer here. Yeah, there's a golden document right off the bat. I just saw a document on the table. What is this place?
おそらく所長室じゃろう。
Also, that's funny that there's a purple egg in the room. And also, Tenmyoji said Shacho, which is like the president of the place.
扉にディレクターズオフィスって書いてあったからね。
Oh, not Phi. Quark can actually read English, yeah. So this might be Zero Senior's office.
そうかもしれん。あるいはそうでないのかもしれん。
Maybe. It might be a replication of what could have been the office of Zero Senior, but we're not too sure. Well, which is it?
わしに聞かれてもわからん。
とにかく室内を調べてみようよ。ここが本当にゼロボスの部屋なんだとしたら、謎を解くための手がかりがあるかもしれないし。
Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then. Seek a way out. Dum. Okay. Timing wise, we're kinda okay, I guess. I want to check the gold document. Why is it? Oh, it's not an egg. It looks like an egg for some reason. It's a balloon. A balloon. You want it, Quark? I don't need a balloon. I'm not a kid. Really? How old are you? I'm 20. What? No way. Gotcha. I'm guessing we don't have a way to pop the balloon yet, so we'll have to look for like a needle or something. Alright, I'm just like examining most of the room, I guess. I want to examine most of it because I want to know... what we're gonna get into ahead. We're not gonna go too deep in this particular episode here for this puzzle room because I want to get like some of the spots started, but not really get too deep into it yet. Hey, a globe. Doesn't it look kind of weird? I think somebody glued a piece of paper onto it. Let's see if we can get it off then. We just get a file off of? Wait, that's it? That's the end of that item? That is such a strange item. The world map. So there's an orange circle on the Alaska, white on something. I don't know exactly what the white dot is on. Europe for the light blue, the cyan color. The green is on Russia. Japan has this sort of pink one, and then magenta's on Australia, and then somewhere in South America is yellow. I'm not sure what part of the country that is. Not to say that not to be offended. No offense there. It's just I don't really know the geography of South America that well. I mean, I kind of know where Brazil is because that's like one of the largest pieces of South America, but that's how I kind of remember it, I guess. All right. Well, at least we're seeing some new things. At least there is a yellow dog or something like that. What's this? I checked it out earlier, but I think it's just a business card holder. Business card holder? Yeah. It's a file where you put business cards. They've got all these weird shapes in the back. I think maybe if you line them up in a particular way, then you'll get some sort of hint. Place business cards in the correct order. By clicking on one business card and then another, you can swap their positions. Well, I guess we can give it a shot. Oh, we actually... Oh, there's a backside to it. There's a 3. Oh, I see. I have to... So you can't move it when you're looking at the back. You have to move it when you're looking at the front, I think. So that's the 3s I see. I don't know what the middle one is trying to do, though. I see 4. So let's try that. Oh, oops. Wait, what? Oh, I see a 9. Wait, something's wrong here. Why is it not switching it properly? Or is it resetting every time I turn it around? Okay, so that one's right. Yeah, that... So, weirdly enough, this one is not moving properly at all. And I try to move this one with this one to get like a 4, but it's like, no, that's not it either. So it's kind of weird. It's not moving. And also, worst of all, this one is not moving back to its original spot in my mind. But I guess that's probably my thinking that it's like that, but it's probably not actually like that. I'm really confused by how this whole thing is being put together right now. Oof. Okay. Okay, that's getting weirder. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? Oh god. Even the bottom cards are now starting to become weird. Is there like a particular pattern I'm not seeing correctly? I'm so confused. Oh goodness gracious. So it's... Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm seeing the wrong side. That's what I'm doing. Because... So, essentially... Let me clear that. Essentially, what I'm seeing over here... When I move the cards, it's actually over here. that moves them. I'm not seeing that because I didn't think that twice, that the flipping is like reversed in a way. Man, my brain was not there yet. Okay. Okay, so it's here and here. Yeah, because I didn't see that. My brain was not there yet, so I apologize that that's the case. So what is this one? Okay, so this one needs to switch over. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Right here. The hell is that one on the top, though? Oh, it's an 8. I see it. 483K003, I guess? But why is there a K, though? That's the weird part. Why is there a K to begin with? Yeah, so I see a 4, I see an 8. I'm not too... Oh, no, it's B. That's a letter B, isn't it? Not an 8. Alright, let's try this. Oh, my bad. Wrong place. B34, I guess, maybe? K300? I forgot it's this way. 334. I have my brain kind of jumbled. Okay. I don't get it. Maybe you don't have enough information. I mean, I kind of solved it, but the problem is, yeah, I don't have enough. I don't really know exactly what information I'm running on to figure out what order is needed for the thing. What is this? Oh, actually, no. You know what? We kind of semi-solved the cards, but we just need to figure out what that needs to plug into, but that's fine. But for now, I'm out of time. So thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode or another video of mine, and hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night to everyone for watching this. Next episode, let's go ahead and solve that puzzle and progress the story room. This is the second time we've been here. The first time we've been here was through the other branching path, but then we got stuck because we didn't know what the password is to progress the story. So we just needed to find that password to progress that one path, which is all the way to the far left of the branching path. And then once we do, then we can progress that one for sure. But I think that right now it's probably going to just reach a certain ending for this particular path, and then once we do, then we moved back to the colored door path that we've missed out on for that other one. But for now, let's call it for now, and then the next episode, let's go ahead and do whatever we can to solve the puzzle to getting out of here, and see what kind of ending we get here. So otherwise, that's pretty much it. So Roz, out.